Ladies and gentlemen of the YouTube universe, what is going on with you on this Saturday evening? It is Saturday, April 27th, 2024, roughly 7 o'clock p.m. California time. I am, of course, your always gracious host, Fallon from GoNootropics.com. Coming at you with the Yogi Positive Energy. Cheers. Good to see all of you guys. You know, once again, a million videos out there in this wide world. You clicked on this one, so for that, I'm eternally grateful. Hope you're doing good. Hope you're keeping the train rolling. Some of you guys coming off Kratom, right? Some of you guys... maybe you decided to quit today. I see your guys' comments. Some of you say, you know, day 3 in the books, day 7 in the books, you know, day 10, 2 weeks, powering through, baby. A lot of you guys coming to terms with Kratom and just giving it up and seeing it for what it is. And so that's a beautiful thing. A lot of you guys choosing to come off. A lot of you guys not coming off, maybe thinking about it. You know, it doesn't matter if you're... Everybody has their own timing. Everybody has their own reasons for taking Kratom and their own seasons, right? There was a time in life where taking Kratom was in season for me personally. So I hope... If you are taking Kratom right now, the purpose of these videos is not to make you feel bad if you're taking Kratom, because, you know, we all have the seasons. We all have the seasons of change. You know, there is a time and a place to be on these things and kind of animating the carcass and just numbing yourself out through a situation. You know, that's why I used Kratom for years, man, just to numb my way through just a season of my life, a season of complacency, right? We have these seasons, but now I'm sensing a season of change, a season of new energy coming inside of me, a season of new beginnings, a season of doing something new, and a season of feeling, you know, a season of feeling for the first time. And some of you, you're just not in that season yet. Maybe that's not a season you'll ever experience, and that's fine too. You'll roll into the yawning grave with a little bit of mitrogynine in your system, and that's okay. Some people can get away with using Kratom in that way. I'm just not. I'm so tired of not feeling, man. I'm so tired of feeling numb and just feeling... just so low and just feeling and just living in a situation where I feel the need to numb myself because my circumstances are just so dire. I can almost not even drag my carcass into work these days. Like it's getting really bad. It's like in the same way my body started rejecting Kratom, it's like my mind and my spirit are now starting to reject this job. It's like for me to drag my carcass into this job that's really just getting me by month to month. It's like my body, my spirit, and my brain just can't do it. So right now I'm just doing the bare minimum, you know. And my boss doesn't call me because it's like the job is like he can do it himself. There's only a certain few days out of the week that he really needs my help. It's not like I have to go in every single day. Most days there's like nothing to do. So a lot of the days it just kind of feels like I'm begging for the hours. Like I'm begging to just go in and do work I don't even want to do. You know? And I hate having this mindset because I do feel on some level that I'm like a lazy person or like I'm an ungrateful person. But it's just not true at all. I need a lane that Like, put me in a lane and I'll be the hardest worker ever. Put me in the right lane. Put me in the right spot. Put me in the right job. Give me the right tools, and I'll outwork everybody under the table. But as it currently stands, I can't. I'm just not in that right lane here, And it's like, I can't be John Smith. I can't be the guy that just works himself into the bone in one of these soul-sucking jobs. So I can't be that person. I just really can't. So I'm hoping some lane opens up, right? I've got these books out. The books have been selling very well. People have been writing in, leaving reviews. They enjoy the books, and that brings me great satisfaction. Even if I just sell, one copy a day, which on average I'll sell maybe, one to 3 copies of my books every day. And even though that's not a lot of money coming in, that brings me more joy and happiness than putting in a full day at my job. It's like every time I get a book that sells, I'm like, that's a good day for me. Like, that's a really good day, and that's inspirational. I could roll into the yawning grave having done something that I think is meaningful and contributes to the world. Every day I put a video out, is a day that I can go to sleep feeling like I've done something. But every day I'm just kind of hobbling along in this job. And that's the thing with these jobs. It's almost, you can't even buy into it because you don't see the value in the job itself. It's like a lot of these jobs are these bullshit jobs. I used to sell pens at this pen shop. And it's like I could never really buy into the work because I never really saw the value in selling $2,000 pens. I'm talking about the pens you write with. And that's how a lot of these jobs are. In like capitalistic society, it's just selling worthless shit. It's just worthless shit. And it's hard to mentally buy into a lot of these corporate jobs, a lot of these regular jobs. And yeah, I mean, I could bitch all day. I don't like complaining, but this stuff gnaws at you and you get confronted with having to change these things. So yeah, and that's why hooking this back into the Kratom, it's like that's why I use the Kratom. It's because it's kind of the only way I could animate the carcass and make it palatable. Once again, you're eating the turd sandwich, you're making the turd sandwich palatable, and now you're just eating it straight, baby. You're just eating that turd sandwich just like a man, just munching that turd sandwich, and that's what you do. But you do tend to ask the question every day. It's like, does it have to be this way? Does it have to be this way? Is there another option out there? Is there another option? And it's like fixing your health problems so you have the necessary output to go out and create something for yourself. This is why people say, and you read books, that it's like, oh, nobody's cut from a different cloth, and what one man can do, another man can do. And it's like, this guy started a business, so therefore you can do it. But I've never really bought into that. I think there's hormonal reasons that some people become very successful. What if you have an underactive thyroid? It's like, are you going to be as successful as the guy with like a fully functional and active thyroid, as a guy with like a really good hormone profile? Are you going to be as successful as that guy if your thyroid is under functioning? It's like, give me a break. There are certain things that need to be in place for you to be successful, for you to have the energy to go out and get a lot of this shit done, because, the easy thing to do is take Kratom and clock into a shit job that just gets you by. It's like, that's the layup. That's that's the societal layup that a lot of people just take. That's what's available. Anybody can kind of go out and get a job that will pay the bills month to month, but you're just gonna be in that grind, baby. You're gonna be in the pepper grinder, and you're just gonna get ground down to the nubs until you can't take it anymore. You're gonna take kratom till you can't take it anymore, and it's once again that 20-foot ocean wave that comes crashing down upon you. So you got to get stacked on some better things. Today I took some aniracetam, which is nice and calming. Does contribute a little bit to overall brain performance. I've always considered it mostly an anxiolytic, a nice calming agent, right? But you got to get stacked. You got to stay sharp if you're going to jump the fence and move forward and make big leaps and bounds. You have to get smart. You can't be numbed out. You need to get all these things aligned. Your hormones in check, your health in check. All these addictive, psychoactive substances out of your system so you could think clearly about the future. And so you can make a decision from a place of, actual clarity, because that's the thing, especially with kratom, cannabis, opioids, right? These things reduce your clarity. You're just not seeing things straight. Like, it's amazing how much clarity I have now that I'm off kratom. Now that I've quit nicotine, I feel this clarity coming inside, showing me the errors of my ways, showing me what's under the rug. And, starting to put the pieces on how to move past all this stuff, right? And just kind of remembering why I don't want to take the kratom anymore. Because I think that's the problem that I've gotten into in the past with alcohol and with kratom, is I forget how bad it was. I forget how bad, how shitty I felt on kratom, how shitty I felt drinking alcohol all the time, every day. And you put space in between. You put that space between. You put the space between you and the thing. You forget how much that thing dragged you down, and you end up going back to it, not remembering how horrible you felt on it, not remembering how terrible the withdrawals were. I don't know how many days I have now. This is maybe closing in on 40 days, no kratom. But I'm starting to reach that point where I'm forgetting how bad it was, which is a good place to be, but also kind of a dangerous place to be, because you can easily justify going back, because you say to yourself, well, it wasn't that bad, really. Like, I feel pretty good. I'll just go back on kratom, and worst come to worst, I'll just come off again. And you get a little cocky, and you forget how bad the thing really was. You forget how little value the thing provided. You forget how horrible the withdrawals were. For me, this last go with kratom was the worst of the withdrawals. It was terrible. I went back and I rewatched my day 3 through 4 video, and I could see it in my eyes. I could see it in my face that I'm in immense pain. That was the point where the psychological deadness was really invasive and really, really grounding me down. And I could see it in my eyes, and I could see the pain. And it's like, why go back? Why would I ever want to go back to that? Right? Why would I ever want to go back? So here we are, ladies and gentlemen, forging the new worlds. As always, Fallon, GoNootropics.com. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. And I will see you very soon. Peace.